today is NPBA Week 8 versus the Hyde Park Hippos and Coach Kingler, Bingler, Daniel, whatever you want to call him. I'm facing him today, and he is actually a fellow Pokemon YouTuber, so I will leave that link in the description. Please like and subscribe. He produces bangers, and I watched his side versus me. Great explanation, great commentary as usual. But yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and go over the team building. The first thing I noticed is there's a Baxcalibur, no hail. Doesn't scare me that much. I mean, like, I've had some trouble in it with some mocks, but I don't think it's that great. I don't think the team is super strong upon first glance. That's nothing bad per se. You know, he made some moves during transactions, meaning that obviously he's a weaker pick. I just don't think it's as strong as some of the other teams he's faced, and I'm hoping we can sneak out a win here. I believe we're 1-3 in the last 4, so not great. I'm just trying to get back in the win column. Sylveon's been utility every week. Not seen much of Monkey Dory, Chi-Yu, Scarf, Spec stuff mainly. I could see a Ruinate set coming here. I think for Incineroar and Quack, it's very good, as well as Zygarde. His Terra Captains are Fortress and Magneton. Now, I've not seen a lot of Fortress, but I know Magneton has been putting in the business. It's actually been super successful, and I'm kind of scared of it, dare I say. And finally, there's a Mega Arrow, and Mega Arrow is a demon. I'm honestly surprised at 16 points. Like, I know it got Dragon Dance, but it's got 150 base speed. I'm interested to see what this team can do. Now, one of the weaknesses of my draft now is getting exposed. This team super weak to Stealth Rock. You got Bax, Chi-Yu, Tornadus, and Mega Arrow. 4 really good mons, and I have 1 Stealth Rocker. That's my Mega DNC, which does not want to be defensive. So I consider that I mold over running Stealth Rock, even Spikes. I said that Rock Polish was just better. I decided to run Physical for Sylveon mainly, and I want to see if Swampert might be especially defensive. I could also sneak catch that. However, it's also mixed because Fortress. I don't want Fortress to wall me. Now, you could argue here there, should this spin Earth Power over Mystical Fire? Because I think Magneton's more likely to come than Fortress. Maybe. I don't know if it's going to make a huge deal, but I still think the DNC matchup is wonderful. Rock Polish plus a great speed stat, mainly because I don't want to try and get all fancy with it, run some low speed for like +2 backs or something, or +1 arrow, right? I low-key Tailwind with Chi-Yu is demonic. And I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm just running enough speed to outspeed Chi-Yu. And then if it's not Scarf and I come in on it, of course without Tailwind, I'm able to kill it back. Okay, next mon, Zygarde, Yachi Berry, Dragon Dance, Thousand Arrows, Iron Tail sub. I considered running Swagger Mirror Herb for stuff like an incoming Sylveon, then kill it with an Iron Tail. I decided sub would just be better, in case, I can get on Monkey Dory and sub up, or Tornadus is Fortress is trying to Toxic me or something. I can just get sub up, and then Dragon Dance. I believe the 265 allows me to speed creep a Mega Aerodactyl that's speed creeping my Spectrier. I believe that should be it, or maybe it's Scarf. It's definitely not Scarf Chi-Yu. It's been a while since I played this one too. A little over a week, or a little under a week maybe. Who knows? Yachi Berry is very good for Bax Ice Shards. It's very good for Swampert Ice Beams. And the main one I was really focusing on was Mega Aerodactyl Ice Fang, because I realized that I did not live this, even if I had max bulk or max HP, and he was very little attack. I never lived an Ice Fang, and that's something that I really wanted to do. So I brought DD. It was a lot more consistent. But yeah, I didn't really need any other moves. 1,000 Arrows is one of the best moves in draft. Period. Next up, we have AV Incineroar for mainly the Chi-Yu, the Monkey Dory as well, and even the Magneton, even though I'm Terra Fairy, and I named 2 Mons that shit on fairies. The plan's to not Terra this. I actually want to Terra Raichu, I believe. But yeah, U-Turn, Drain Punch for Chi-Yu for Baxcalibur. It makes those matchups a lot easier. Knockoff is super good. Blaze Kick is there just as a good move. You know, Fortress, Magneton coming in. Not much to say. I mean, the EV spread, I don't think is anything special. The speed is believed to outspeed 0-speed Magneton, so I can do some damage to that. I have no idea if it is going to be fast or bulky. Yeah, I'm sorry there's no nicknames on these Mons. I am obviously recording on my computer, did the battle on my phone, did the paste on my phone, or finished it up. And so yeah, I don't have nicknames on this. Next up, we have Choice Scarf Spectre, Shadow Ball, Terror Blast, Stomping Tantrum, Draining Kiss. I want something to outspeed +1 back, Scarf Chi-Yu, Scarf Monkey Dory, and then Magneton Mega Aerodactyl if it's not Scarf, or if it's not +1. Yeah, so Stomping Tantrum's there, so I can actually hit Chi-Yu. Draining Kiss is there, good recovery. Terror Blast is a good middle ground. And I'm going to be clicking Shadow Ball 99% of the time. This attack stat allows me to actually do like 45 to Chi-Yu, which is very respectable. If I need to, I mean, I've had to click a couple times in mocks, but it's nothing crazy. You really are only clicking 2 moves with Spectre if it's a choice set. So yeah, next up we have AV Quack with some good bulk in it, actually. Max HP, 80 Spadef. I believe the attack is to KO Chi-Yu with an Aqua Step. Actually, not sure about that. It's an Aqua Step or Close Combat. Surely to God it is an Aqua Step. Actually, it's probably backs with the Close Combat if I had to guess. But yeah, enough speed to outspeed Mega Arrow at +1, if I'm not mistaken. That should be the speed creep. Yeah, if this thing can get going late game, it'd be very nice. It in theory walls Chi-Yu as well. Now Chi-Yu has Psychic, but Quack takes, if it's timid, Quack takes 55 to it. I'm not 100% sure of the calc, but I know that it's not as much as you'd think. It even lives 1 specs, modest specs Psychic, so we're thriving. Now it does outspeed obviously, but hey, it's not that bad. And finally we have Expert Belt Raichu. I won Life Orb, but went Expert Belt for a way to bluff Scarf as well as not damage myself, because Baxcalibur Ice Shard's obviously scary. I felt like Raichu was a very good late game cleaner here. Now it does only have 90 attack, but the moves it gets hits his team so well. I'm clicking Terra Water Surf. Terra Water is mainly there. I don't know. Even it's just the best middle ground for like Chi-Yu and Bax and Magneton. Like I wanted Terra Rock because Rock was so good. I felt like having something weak to Magneton as well as like Swampert, I guess I wanted a way to beat Swampert consistently. Surf, Volt Switch, Grass Knot, Focus Blast, and then yeah, Sped Crep for Monkey Dory. I'm hoping that I can think I can make him words. I'm hoping that I can make him think that I'm Scarf early in the game and then switch up moves and kill something that maybe I otherwise wouldn't have. But yeah, that's the team, and let's get right into the battle. Alright, well, you saw my build there, and now it's time for the battle. But before I Before I show you the battle, I gotta switch it to the hero's perspective, the good guys. And yeah, pretty much the same 6 I expected. There's no backs, which is good. I feel like there's something else I kind of expected that's not here. Can't think of it off the top of my head. Obviously, there's no fortress. Yeah, I expected the first 2 to be utility. Same with Swampert. I think these 2 are going to probably be the win cons. And I believe I just lead Raichu because it's my best lead into everything. Swampert gets Grass Knot. This gets Focus Blasted or something. And then the rest just get T-Bolt or Volt switched on. I don't know why I said T-Bolt. I don't even have T-Bolt, but you know what I mean. The goal is if he's not defensive Swampert, or if he's not specially defensive Swampert, I kill. So if I could prevent rocks from getting up, that would be great. I Terra in case he wants to Earthquake instead, or has like a Rindo. Does 91, meaning a Life Orb, probably would have knocked it out. I Grass Knot again, just in case I can maybe bait that he is Scarf, or that I'm Scarf. I could have revealed a Volt Switch too, and get into something like, I don't know, get into something like Quavel or Zygarde even, that don't really have the best switch-ins, but I figured Grass Knotting was just better. Actually, I couldn't even, well, I don't even know what I'm saying. I can't Volt Switch into a ground type. I'm sorry, my brain is fried. But yeah, I decide to test the waters and go for Surf, see how much it is, see what spread it is. Basically, how much it does, I can see if it's physically or specially bulky. This was very heavily specially bulky, as it goes for a Calm Mind. And I don't really have anything for this. It's not what I was expecting. I didn't face it in Mox. So I go ahead and Volt Switch out just for, the chip. As I go Incineroar, as I'm hoping he doesn't Hyper Voice pretty much. As he doesn't, he just goes Wish. I knock off on this turn because Wish is going to take him back to full anyways. And so, yeah, that's 22, which is a good amount. Knocks off the lefties. Wish is get back. So, basically, I already terrored with Raichu. My goal is to Blaze Kick crit, pretty much. Or hope he throws. Because it's only doing 41. As I do get the crit, and he does not Wish. And if he was not Protect, then I don't believe that crit really mattered unless he... if he knocked off, or if he hyper voiced here, it allows something, this that would die, it allows something like Quack to come in. Yeah, now Aerodactyl comes in. I know what he wants to do. I know this is Dragon Dance pretty much exclusively. I don't think there's any world he does anything different. And which means I can't touch this thing. So I U-turn out for the chip. 12, that's pretty standard offensive. Go into Zygarde, which is Yachi, because I know this is going to have Ice Fang, as it does, and I just click 1,000 Arrows. That's my best move. Get a fortunate crit. However, I don't think it matters. If I had E-Speed, maybe it matters, but I believe that I don't believe it actually matters. Like, I think it lives in E-Speed as well. And so now I'm in a predicament. I have to go Diancie, because in my head, if he's Ice Fang, he's probably one stab and then Earthquake. I think that's the best combination against my team. So I'm thinking I can just come in and kill this thing, or I can Rock Polish up and try to win. There are two different avenues to me. I believe I tried to kill this thing, get a threat, but he reveals Iron Head, which is a great prep. Yeah, I died anyways, I believe, even if I went in Sin first. and scout some stuff out. Oh well, that's just really good prep on my part. Something that I did not expect that really put me in the blender. So I'm like, oh, he's just dual wing beat last. And no, he's Earthquake as well. No stab Aerodactyl. I'm in shock. I really am. So the only way I can counter this really is Quavel. Yeah, does 40, which is too much. Too much. As I do get +1/+1. Scarf Chiyu comes in and kills with a Psychic. And I'm gonna pull up the calc real quick. Okay, so I ran the calc as you can see with my spread, the attack and speed don't matter. With my spread, unfortunately, a timid Psychic does guarantee kill me. Yeah, if rocks weren't a thing, I'd be at 60, which means I'd be at 60, which is still in his favor. But I watched his video and he was actually modest, meaning that the roll didn't matter. However, I believe I misplayed during this Aerodactyl. I believe what the play was, because I was EV to outspeed Scarf Chiyu at +2, I believe is what my EV investment was for. I should have actually Rapid Spin because it doesn't kill Aerodactyl, and then I get +2. I misplayed right here. I should have actually calced and saw how much Earthquake was doing. This makes sense. And then I Rapid Spin and get to +2, hoping I live and can kill everything else. It allows Chiyu to not sweep me. If I chip everything else, maybe it's a Raichu win. I seriously doubt it. But this pretty much sealed. Seeing Scarf Chiyu come in pretty much sealed all hope I had, because yeah, Psychic kills like I mentioned earlier. Then maybe I should have Focus Blasted here. Again, I don't think it actually matters. But I wonder if maybe I could have done enough to OHKO it. I don't think so. I was playing this on my phone as well, meaning that if I wanted to calc, it just was not a fun time. And yeah, maybe it's a skill issue. I was out of town all weekend and we played Friday night. I was out of town. It didn't line up this week. The cards didn't line up. It was just great prep from my opponent, and Spectrier can't do enough, even though it's Scarf. Maybe if he missed a Fire Blast or something, but you don't take that risk. And yeah, I'll lose that one 2-0, but putting us at 4-4, -2 differential, meaning that we have to win this last game to even have a shot at playoffs, I believe. And it's not going to be a fun shot. At this point, I'm not hell-bent on getting playoffs, but it does suck to start off 3-0 and then go 1-4. And I don't really know why, but yeah, that's all for me today. I'm going to try to get over this win and provide some heaters for you. I'm really sorry about the lack of NPBA videos over the weeks. Like I said in last week's video, I've just had some personal stuff come up. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.